Hi everyone, welcome to the Economic Show with Leo. In this video we're going to talk about the market demand. The examples from the previous video, topic B3, were about individual demand. For examples, you can understand imagining that you are buying the pineapples. To deepen your knowledge of microeconomics, you should imagine not only your decisions, but also decisions of other people. It is easy to do because we are all alike. Let's imagine that only you and your friend in the market like pineapples. You remember your demand curve determined by your individual budget constraint. It is easy to assume that your friend's budget is equal to $15 too. Hence, your friend's individual demand curve looks like your curve. By definition, the collective quantity demanded is a sum of the individual quantities demanded. Hence, we can easily infer the collective demand curve by summing your and your friend's individual quantity demanded. The collective demand is depicted in the lower figure. According to the diminishing marginal utility principle and linear dependence of the demand price on marginal utility, we can also draw two individual demand curves. These curves are determined by individual psychological characteristics of two people, but not individual budget constraints. In both examples, we sum the quantity demanded, not the demand prices. Hence, we can write a new definition of the collective or market quantity demanded. The collective quantity demanded is the quantity demanded by all members of some group of agents with respect to unit price. Let's consider some important properties of the market demand curve. The shape of the market demand curve depends on the number of consumers. The diminishing demand price can be explained by both diminishing utility principle and budget constraints. People's psychological characteristics determine the shape of the individual marginal utility curve and, in turn, the collective demand curve. These characteristics can be manipulated by an advertisement, for instance. Let's summarize what we know about the collective demand. The collective or market quantity demanded is the quantity demanded by all members of some group of agents with respect to the unit price. Collective quantity demanded means the sum of the individual quantities demanded. The diminishing demand price can be explained by both diminishing utility principle and budget constraints. When we sum several demand curves, we should sum the quantity demanded, but not demand prices. If you have any questions, write in the comments. Good luck in your studies, like it and subscribe.